We are being watched literally every single step we take on the Levante Beach. Benidorm is like a big brother show right now. There's plenty of changes, and together with the local and national police, now it's a way safer place for thousands of tourists that visit it. Welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. My name is Anna, and today with my husband Marcos, we show you the latest changes on the Levante Beach. The first one of them is right here on Rincon de Loite, even before we hit the Levante Beach promenade. The city is absolutely full with different types of cameras. Some of them obviously watch the traffic, others check out the car serial numbers, others do see if someone speeds up or goes under the red light. And if something happens, obviously there's gonna always be a history of what actually happened in this specific part. And some people might think that it is actually a horrible thing to have, but honestly, in this city like Benidorm town, we are very happy that we have these types of cameras out here. The city is going above and beyond to make it safe for everyone, for locals and tourists to enjoy. Even here on the Levante Beach, there's thousands and hundreds of thousands of people who visit us each and every single year. The beach tends to be really busy. There's plenty of tourists who just want to enjoy their holidays, who do not want to think too much about checking their belongings, who just leaves things on the beach and goes for a nice swim. Children, there's plenty of things to do, places to see, and a lot of the times when you are on holidays, we do not tend to think that something bad might happen. But being a touristic destination obviously has its risks. Here, as there's many tourists, there might be also people who might want to make their own particular summer by taking and stealing your appreciated belongings. Leaving things unattended on the beach, forgetting things such as phone or a purse on numerous benches or right here on the sand. It's quite a common thing, especially in a touristic destination like ours. And a lot of the times having some kind of a visual support would actually help a lot to solve the issue. And as you can see, even now, we're not even in peak summer season just yet. It is the 22nd of May today, and the area is really busy with people, mostly tourists, but also locals who enjoy a hot day before the rainstorm will arrive to our region, which is supposed to be by this evening/nighttime. We'll see how it goes. Many people here are grabbing their drinks, snacks, breakfasts, just enjoying the lovely day here by the seashore. And obviously, there's someone who is watching them too. But as we said, that's not a bad thing as it is. Benidorm needs protection. It's a destination that has many people, where the amount of population increases by 5 times. So it's necessary, obviously, to have some control. It's necessary to make sure that it's all safe for everyone. Many of these poles, not all of them obviously, but many of these will have the boxes installed with the Wi-Fi connection so that people will be able to connect everywhere they go. All these LED lights, remember how the first part of the promenade by the old town has changed all its gurnals, and it has some lovely different types of lights on them. They can change colors and like alternate patterns with the music effects. So all this, not only that, has been done. Many of these places have some spaces on them left to actually install the cameras, and this is a great way of doing. Just imagine on how busy Benidorm gets, and in case something happens, in case you get your things stolen, they might check the cameras and actually see what has happened. Or you lose something, they might be able to see it as well, depending on the case obviously. And if a child gets lost, if there's some incident with a vehicle happening, all this can be tracked. Or if something happens in the city and they want to see where the possible suspect went, that's when it's going to be. So it is a great, great way of tracking things, but it's not the only thing why it's going to be used and how it's going to be used. Also, these devices will track almost in real time on how many people there are on different sides of the beach, which means that we will not all of us probably, but they will have a statistics, and it will be seen on how busy different beach areas are getting, which ones are the busiest ones. And maybe there's even gonna be some, I don't know, this is just out of the blue, but maybe there's gonna be like posts installed with real number, like this is red area because it's extremely busy, this one is yellow or green because there is still plenty of spaces. But there is plenty of cameras everywhere we go, and these obviously can be used for really, really good purposes. Mostly we're thinking of safety of all the people who are here, and honestly it is a great way of showing that Benidorm is not joking with safety of its residents and tourists. It takes things seriously, and if someone wants to do something bad, well, they will probably not go get on with it because there's cameras everywhere. So some people might say it's to steal our data, it's to watch all of our steps, but if you are a good citizen, if you don't do anything wrong, even as a tourist, that doesn't mean anything. That's not a bad thing, you know, but I would appreciate that there would be cameras and police controls, because that means that people will not do silly things knowing that they might get caught. So it will make it an even safer place for both locals and tourists to actually stay on holidays, which is a kind of a good news. Not sure what you think, but a lot of us locals think that it is a great idea. Obviously, there's also police vehicles who go back and forth, check out the area. And also in case someone needs any kind of help, you know, the police is just circulating regularly. And they might be able this way to get fast to a person that needs some assistance, which is not a bad and negative thing at all, trust me. Also, probably and hopefully they will finally get to the P-men, and these will not be able to scam people any longer. By the way, did you see what happened? We know there's been one group of tourists, English-speaking tourists. I think they got scammed or something happened during the game, and the P-men wanted to scam them more and refused to return the money, but they just stood up for themselves. And the P-men were really, really shocked. And obviously, people got back what they had to, and the P-men just disappeared. And I've not seen them lately here on the beach. There's some more cameras here, obviously, by the tiki. And in all the other surrounding areas, there's plenty of them. Here, there's especially because of fights, you know, a lot of people, they just can get something to drink. There might be some fights, some arguments around. So in this, such a busy area, it is important to have cameras, trust me. And that's not something bad at all. There's plenty of them here for safety reasons too, which is quite important. And overall, especially for the P-men, for the mojito sellers. Oh, the mojito sellers, you know, those who make some of the most popular summer drinks, but they make them inside of a car or a vehicle or like on the back part of it, or they make them literally on the floor by the rubbish bins, and then they sell these on the beach. I'm surprised how people still purchase these after all the videos that have been done on our channel, after all the alerts and advertisements that have been done from the Benidorm's tourism office. People still do it. Look at that, plenty of cameras, but that's to ensure people's safety. We personally are of those who obviously think that if you don't do anything wrong, you don't have anything to worry about, you know. And these cameras are not to just, oh, I'm gonna watch it like every single movement and know where you go, I'm gonna write all of it and I'm gonna sell your information, you know. That's not the case. The case is to protect the city, you know, because you never know what might happen. But having surveillance, having safety, having police around, even drones maybe, who knows, probably because they do have drones. And all these works that are being done right now, as you can see, there's plenty of the changes that are still being done. All the cables and everything that are being put in place. All this obviously makes us feel safer inside of the city. Let us know if you would feel the same way. Obviously, for statistics to calculate how many people are on the beach, how many things are actually going on, to see the P-men or the Mojito sellers, or if there's any robberies or something on the beach, that might be a great thing too, because you'll actually see the face of the person who's doing it. And probably you will be able to track where he went thanks to the cameras. So if we'll have a safer place, I'll definitely say yes. And so far, so good. All the people who are here on the terraces, people enjoying their meals, enjoying some drinks, having a lovely walk, doing some sports around the area, just exploring everything that this place has to offer, just shows that people do believe in our city and people are feeling safe in our municipality of Benidorm. There's plenty of changes, as you can see, that are being made and that are still about to be done. But hey, if the result is a safe place, and even safer than it was right now initially, we are on it. The city in general is changing many things. We have a giant project on the Mediterranean Avenue. There might be even a underground parking like in Alicante. There's going to be a whole brand new promenade, pedestrian priority. This area is also becoming slowly but surely emissions neutral. So there are slightly less cars up here too. Police cars having more routes. As you can see, this is not the first one that we actually see. We've seen some more already. So we do feel ourselves safe out here. And a lot of people do the same as we are. Plenty of people. There's also 2 scooters, not scooters, but like the 4 wheels that are here on the beach, that if you need any help in the sand, they can come really, really fast and help you out. There's boat surveillance too. And boat help, like people with boats actually checking out everything, and in case someone is drowning or needs some help, some assistance, this is available also almost immediately. So the city is more than prepared for a big affluence of tourism for the peak summer season. We have our blue flags on the beach, by the way, which means that it is a clean area, considered quality beach line, which means that the sand has an optimum quality. There is plenty of services nearby that you might need. There is hotels. The water quality is also top. If not, we wouldn't receive a blue flag. And we've got it for the Levante Beach and for the Poniente Beach too, as well as in all other surrounding areas. Another big boy. This is one of the biggest boys here. This checks out everything. And trust me, it is great to see these types of things in the city, because you know people will not be fooling around and people will not steal your things right here on the beach, knowing that there's cameras everywhere. They also check the traffic. They check which kind of vehicles access this area. Once it's going to be emissions neutral fully right here, cars that do not belong here or those who will not be getting any kind of parking ticket will get a fine because they're not supposed to be here, which also is great because, let's be honest, we use this area too whenever we need to pass with our vehicle to some specific area of the beach and park it there. But if it wouldn't be the case, it's not very comfy to just have a walk by the promenade and have vehicles passing every single time, every few minutes. But there's way less and less of these here in the last few months. The beach line is way more quiet, which is also great for all the locals and tourists who are walking around. There's plenty of children, let's face it. There's plenty of people having a walk of different ages. There is dogs and pets here too. So having so many cars, it's not as comfortable in this part. This is some of the newer cameras that have been installed lately. This is how it's going to be looking like. Checking on both directions. really, really good way of seeing in reality what it looks like. I don't think it's going to be live cameras though. I don't think it's going to be something that everyone's able to check. Obviously, it's going to be something that authorities will be checking whenever they need to, or for statistics purposes, once again, or in case it's needed, access these videos to see what actually happened. And maybe with this, we'll get rid of illicit actions on the beach for Mojito sellers and the scammers and all the rest of people who are just bringing trouble and trying to steal people's belongings and money. Hopefully with this, it's gonna all be solved. So less problems in Benidorm. More happy tourists and locals will be here in the area. And once these LED lights will be finally completely changed, we will get the loveliest gurnals, which will be sparkling with different lights, with the music shows on the New Year's Eve and Christmas, on specific occasions and concerts. It's going to be all done, all finished, more seating areas, better light system, more safety for locals and tourists. What else could we ask for? And meanwhile, plenty of tourists here in the Tiki Pizza and Tiki Town, Tiki Beach, the one that we've previously seen, this city. Plenty of people here are enjoying some lovely drinks, snacks, meals. The wind slowly but surely starts to get here, and probably, there's another big boy right here, probably towards this evening it will get cloudy. So far plenty of us are enjoying the loveliest days on the sunshine. Hopefully it will not rain as much as the weather forecast told us it's going to be. Happy tourists, happy locals in one of the safest cities here in our region, Benidorm town, that is improving non-stop. Thank you for accompanying us in today's important last-minute video from Benidorm town. We wish you a great day, great and safe holidays in our city. And we'll see you in a new video here on the channel this evening with the latest full inside tour of the family-friendly hotel Flamingo Oasis in Rincon de Loix, Benidorm. How it looks like in 2025, so don't miss it. We'll see you then. Goodbye.